Alright YouTube, welcome back to my walkthrough of Vampyr. If you saw in the last video, we did talk to some of the people. We talked to some people. We had a choice between to make Aloysius Dawson a vampire, which we didn't. Instead, we compelled him, mesmerize. Sorry, there's a difference between whatever. Ooh, Dr. Swansea is already at the hospital. And we had to go save Dr. Swansea from the guard of Prewin. So, what we had to do, I decided to turn him. Because even though what he did was wrong, you know, I felt like I could still trust him. I mean, if anyone doesn't believe in me, I should have saved him, you know, just leave a comment or whatever. But yeah, anyway, let's get out of this place and go talk to Dr. Swansea.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here.
But he's still down there though. Maybe I should rest first. Yeah, I think I should rest first. Yeah, I'm gonna rest and not do any upgrades, just in case.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Stop! Right, watch yourselves! This man! Mine is a king!
Yeah, I think I might stream this, cause look at Jonathan's eyes. I don't think you can see it, but he has green irises his eyes are red with green irises, so I'm gonna try and I think I'm gonna try and stream this now.
Roll back to hell, that's fun! We'll crush this beast! Stay back, beast!
go to the hideout right here because it's... Ugh, whatever.
Killing's all you deserve. I'll take it! Filthy fucking beast!
Like this. Right.
I hear ashes.
Ow! Was the god of pruning everywhere today? Where'd that other guy go? Right. Damn it, wrong way.
Stupid beast!
Leech again!
Maybe I should change my weapons.
Leeches! Die, leech!
Oh my god! Shit, that leech is fast!
Filthy piece of shit!
6.
This city is more peaceful without the bombs.
It's locked, all right.
Can you remind me?
Alright, let me see. I have to find a freaking collectible. Let me see. Oh, hold on a minute. I think I know where it is. Let me see. Is it right
Realities. You're in the middle of a battlefield. Things are different here.
Have I been this in this alleyway? things. Another. Alright, let me see. Do you think everyone is higher than those? They're higher than the highest clubs. Okay, alright, we found that one. Alright, let's see. I think. Let me see what's next. Alright, got that. Let me see. Let me see. Alright, what am I getting? Let's see, what am I missing? Legendary vampires and God of Pre. It's a new track. I got that. Alright, hold on, I'll take a drink. Let's see. Alright. Oh, goddess. Let's see. Nine. I think I know what to do. Guess I have to find these collectibles, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, let's check the new hideout that we never searched before. Uh-oh. I was about to say. Come on now. Let's go to the temple classroom. I think we should sell our things. let's wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sleep it off. Jonathan's gonna sleep it off. I'm gonna see who needs to be healed. Yeah, Dr. Swansea isn't there. So I have to sleep it off. No skill upgrading at the moment. Something for anemia. Do I have anything for anemia? Anemia. Yes, I have 5. I have plenty. Then I need 2 for headache. Let's see, do I have any for headache? Yes, I got headache. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 for fatigue. Let me see. Need 3 more for fatigue. What is that? Okay, so I got 2 dragon beans. who do I go to first? Let's see. Anemia. I gotta go to the docks. Great. First, we talk to Dr. Swansea.
Jonathan, my dear, I can never thank you enough.
Thank me. For what?
Come now, you know what I mean. I am... well, I'm just like you.
I'm glad you like it.
How could I not be happy? You offered me the ultimate freedom. More than I ever could have dreamt of.
Have you news of Jeffrey McCullum? I'm sure both of you would have quite an interesting discussion after recent events.
He left the hospital without being treated for the severe beating you gave him. We'll meet again soon enough.
Do you not think he will kill you where you stand?
Funny you should mention it. I asked him once what he would do if I were a vampire. He said he would give me an hour for old time's sake.
Really now?
How do you feel since you changed?
Absolutely fine. Did you know I can determine the health of every patient or nurse just by looking at him? Fascinating.
Have you taken a life yet, Edgar?
Don't you think that's a private matter? I would not ask you such an indiscreet question.
Do you feel the hunger?
Yes. It's very peculiar, not like mortal hunger at all. It's like I'm never sated. Fortunately, blood is no rare commodity at Pembroke.
What will you do now that you are...
What do we do now?
Experiment,
we kill
my
everybody.
dear colleague. I have an
Better not
eternity
kill
to
anybody.
make scientific progress. I could be the only scientist able to undertake extreme experiments upon himself.
My God, Edgar! Did you learn nothing from your forays into folly?
I have, I swear. No more experiments on mortals. See? I said mortals. How quickly the mind adapts.
What kind of experiments?
Who knows? Nervous shock, brain damage, pain and recovery. There's almost no limit to what my body can now endure. I could be the next Henry Head.
Henry Head?
Will you continue as Pembroke's administrator?
Of course. I can help more than ever. And since I'm already dead, I can't get sick.
Are you not afraid Priwen will find you? Next time, they will do more than abduct and torture you.
I remain a man of peace. If things were to go awry, I would flee rather than slice them up as you would, my friend.
Have you seen Elizabeth? Has she passed this way since you returned?
No. And I'm terrified to see her again. I really am, Jonathan. She could very well tear me to pieces for what I did.
That's right.
Goodbye, Edgar. I'm certain we'll meet again.
That's right, bitch. I'm gonna heal some. Let's go to the docks and heal Archer Woodbread. These are
We fought for England, but England won't fight for us.
Not a good place for a stroll.
This one's mine!
Alright, sorry about that. I had a message on my phone. You son of a bitch. I should. Give me your shot, bitch. I think that's kind of cool. The shadow's kind of cool. Oh, shit. I got 4 people. You sons of bitches!
It's done for him! Away with you!
Die, vermin!
Demon!
Wow, they're all coming after me. Oh, fuck, there's a grenade. Alright. And I think after... Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to record real quick because I had to take a message. It was something important, so I didn't want to
Are
like
you
play and
deaf?
text at the same time.
I said stay away, sir!
Take this, God of Freedom. Will you knock it off?
Christ, he's dead! The leech has teeth! Fuck, he's fast!
To the dorks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Stupid fucking beast! Get a taste of this! Filthy piece of shit!
Yeah, I think the extremists and don't act and kill no citizens, cause really, bitch? Dumbass. Yeah, he's killed the scholars. Whoops. I clicked something on the outside.
He's dead!
It's a leech! Kill it! I'll put it in!
It's too fucking fast!
Forget about the other ones. Really sad. Am I going the right way? No. What's this one?
Hypocrite. Maggots and liars.
Anemia. Are you blood problems, sir?
Good evening, Mr. Woodbead.
Good evening to you, my young doctor.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Unfortunately, yes. The spirit is willing, but the flesh, well, you know.
Nobody is immune to disease. There's no need to be ashamed of that.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Now maybe I'll live another day or two.
Goodbye, sir.
I'm gonna go a little rest, and I do not want to go. Oh.
Shit, that leech is fast!
Alright, another weapon. After my ass. I mean, not the order of asking. Ascalon Club, I mean. You can hear people here.
I'll send you back to the fucking burn! Killing's all you deserve.
visit the mum.
Good evening, Mr. Kimura.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Have you heard of Aloysius Dawson?
In his last hours, the man spent most of his money improving healthcare in the city. Now that's generosity.
Do you need medical assistance, sir?
Don't believe that I'm the kind of man with a fragile constitution. But I'm afraid my imprisonment has done more harm than I thought.
There is no need to be ashamed. We are all equally vulnerable to this disease.
Yes. I know now life is as precious as it is fragile.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care. Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Have you any news about Aloysius Dawson?
I was hoping he would finance my research. But I heard he's given all his money to the sick and poor.
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep. Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son. What do you need from me, Jonathan?
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
The old goat gave all his money to the poor. I wish he'd thought about sending some to his closest neighbors.
Did Clarence recently show you documents that prove the existence of vampires?
Yes, he did. And he also told me you spent a few nights gathering research for him. Seriously, Jonathan. Why feed his obsession like that?
He's my friend. I thought it might help him rest, instead of going outside at night. Tell me, what are your thoughts about vampires?
Gibberish and poppycock. Dracula was a good book, but these documents were just mumbo-jumbo. I burnt them all as soon as Clarence went outside again.
Well, damn, bitch.
Do you need my medical attention?
It would appear that old habits die hard, my dear. I would appreciate your help as always.
And I'm happy to give it to you, as always.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Goodbye for now.
I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
This bitch is hardcore.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Have you any news on Aloysius Dawson?
I heard he died and gave all his money to the poor. Now that's a good man. An example for us all to follow.
Alright. Need another hand for him.
Do you need medical help?
You would save my life, Dr. Reed. I have not felt so bad in many years.
Don't worry. There is nothing serious to fear. I have seen far worse, I can assure you.
I cannot imagine the pain these people must face then. You have my gratitude, Doctor. This disease has ruined my appetite.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Let me see.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already. Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Do you need my medical attention, Mother?
Oh, you know I always refused to let you listen to my chest, son. It always seemed awkward, even when I felt ill.
I think you should take this. You'll feel better.
I'm not sure I'll ever feel better, but thank you, my son.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, Mel.
Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Lord, give us
Oh my God!
Take this,
I shall fear no. Your prey is mine!
Oh, you son of a bitch.
This is my territory!
Ah, you fell on the tree.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I try not to listen to gossip or rumors. Unlike my brother, I am only interested in facts.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Indeed. I've never been good at explaining my feelings, but I can tell when my body is hurting me.
You have nothing to be worried about. You should recover by taking this.
Sounds so easy to fight disease. Too bad it's not the same making people smile again.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of déjà vu when I talk to you?
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard he's dead. I hope he found his twin brother, wherever they are now.
You knew Aloysius's twin brother?
Yes. I think we were even together in the Gemini Club for a time. A somewhat secret society that only accepts twins as members.
That's kind of strange.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I'm afraid I do. I knew we should have left London.
I don't want to appear tactless, but you're risking your health by remaining outside at this hour of night.
Says the doctor who also works outside at night. But as always, the imprudent person enjoys the company of their fellows.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
What the frick did the other guy? Oh.
Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Have you recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
Come on. The most ruthless tycoon of England dies and gives his fortune to the poor. The man has been tricked. I suspect torture and murder here.
What are you investigating, exactly?
Well, my 2 missing persons cases have been solved. By you, it seems. Are you just that lucky? Or do you know something I don't?
I was lucky enough to find them both while conducting my investigation in this part of town.
Why do I still have the feeling that you're hiding something? What about the abductor? Was it the same person?
I don't think so. You had better interview Miss Teasdale and Mr. Kimura on that matter. All I did was to lead them safely home.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
I'm gonna save Caroline.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Carolyn, my dear doctor.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed lately. And tired and feeble too. Thank you so much, Doctor. You're
Oh
always
god,
so
this woman has a crush on him and he loves
I'm just
somebody
doing my
else.
job.
Perhaps. But I have always been grateful for your concern, you know.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
Yeah, I'm gonna run
Dr.
away now.
Reed, I am glad.
Right. Let's go talk to Lady Ashbury. Or should we visit the theater first? Yeah, let's go talk to Lady Ashbury. Whoa! That was scary. Okay, yeah, this game, I don't even know why. This damn game, I think in the last chapter, the last chapter I had to fix this dang game or something. Because it kept on crashing on me and
Equality between men and women!
talk to Lady Ashbury. And then I'll call it. Oh dear.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him, or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ichor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth. Are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Oh dear.